What up, everyone? DJ Anubis here with you on the Metal Time Radio podcast, doing another trailer reaction. This time I chose to do The Exorcist Believer, and I've been kind of waiting for this to come out in terms of releasing a trailer, more information, whatnot. We kind of knew the sequel to the 1973 film was coming. Whether or not it's going to be good, that's going to be another topic altogether. Um, as I talked about in one of the other trailers, I saw people already kind of like, at least in terms of thumbnails, I haven't watched their reactions at all or their comments on it. Maybe not as impressed with what's going to be coming for this particular film. Sorry. But this is going to be a 2023 release in October, I believe, October 13th. And the director is David Gordon Green. Now, he's been around a little while as a producer. He also was producing on the last three Halloween films. Now, I'm not a fan of that trilogy. Like I didn't see the last one. I heard enough about it to just not be interested. I did see the first two in the series, and I did not like them. I thought they were trash, to be honest. Like I just how people still think that's good stuff. I don't know, but to each their own, right? Like it's all subjective on what type of stuff that you like. So with that said, like with him at the helm, I'm not really confident in what's going to be coming with this trailer or the movie. But it could surprise me. You never know. Like he's the director, so maybe as not the producer but directing, maybe he has a little bit more leeway and freedom to do more risk and stuff like that with this. And when I talk risk, I'm not talking like changing the entire plot like they did in Halloween Ends. Like I know enough about the movie to know that it's nothing like anything before it. Some people like that fact, some don't. The cast consists of Jennifer Nettles, Ellen Burstyn, and Leslie Odom Jr. I think I've recognized Bernstein's name. I don't really know for sure. Plot is sequel to the 1973 film about a 12-year-old girl who is possessed by a mysterious demonic entity, forcing her mother to seek the help of two priests to save her. So I don't know. Is this supposed to be like a continuation of The Exorcist in terms of that specific story of Reagan? Like, is this going to be like what's happening in between or before the ending of the original Exorcist? Like, I'm not really sure. Maybe those of you in the comments can kind of enlighten me if you've read up on this. You know more what's supposed to be happening in this particular story. I didn't know it was a sequel. I just thought it was going to be like after the fact. So from what I'm reading, it sounds like it's actually going to be still dealing with Reagan, even though Linda Blair is not going to be the child in this. So I saw like one still, like the album cover, the poster art for this is pretty cool. It's creepy. It's got the whole Exorcist vibe, but another still I saw and I'm like, wow, is this going to be in a movie? Like this looks really weak. Like, yeah. One thing about The Exorcist, man, is not just the effects, right? It's the atmosphere that it creates. It's the darkness, and sometimes directors lose touch with that when they do movies and horror. Like they lose touch with the atmosphere part of it. Um, sure, you don't want your scenes to be so dark that you can't see what's going on. That's a problem. That's not really what happens in The Exorcist. It's dark enough, but there's light where it needs to be so you can see what's going on. But it's always very somber, very dark, just in terms of what's going on in the story. Like there's no let up. It's not really, there's no comedic relief within it. It's just, unless you're laughing at, of course, Reagan's fuck you, fuck me, type stuff. Because Neko and I, we kind of laugh at Exorcists now because we can, but as a kid watching that, you're terrified of what's going on with that film. So let's give it a whirl. This is Exorcist, the Exorcist Believer. directed by David Gordon Green. So let's see what he's got for us.
Good day. Hey, be home by dinner.
I love you. Good morning, Mr. Fielding.
Morning, Catherine.
And here are your daughters, Angela and Catherine, about 7 hours ago, and that's the last information we have.
Catherine!
Angela?
If you can hear this, we love you. Please come home.
Hey, you found her? What are you and Catherine doing out there in those woods?
You were just walking and walking. That's all I remember.
Angela, can you tell your dad how long you were gone?
A few hours.
Baby, you've been gone 3 days.
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Thought I heard you say something.
Hey, baby. You okay?
Wherever those girls went, they brought something back with them.
The body and the blood of Jesus Christ.
Body in the blood? Body in the blood?
Catherine,
Body in the blood. The body in the blood. The body in the blood.
Catherine,
The body in the blood. The body in the blood.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Mommy?
No, but there are people out there who have.
You have some experience with possession.
Yes, more than I'd like.
I believe you can help get our girls back.
Exorcism is a ritual. Every culture, every religion, they all use different methods. It's going to take all of them.
Don't be scared,
We've met before.
What did you do?
is that Catherine's heartbeat?
They're beating in sync.
God played a trick on you.
I'm intrigued. Now, I'm not sure if the double possession is going to really fly. Like it doesn't, might be a little bit too much going on. In my opinion, just off first glance of this, I would think that you would have been better off for a story to have one of the girls like dead or missing. Like that to me would be a little more compelling because then you bring more attention from the families involved with the two girls. Where if you got one child missing who's probably dead, the other family's like, what did your child do to my daughter? Like, you know, you got that tension right there. And then you've got the possession part of it. Do love that there is a connection to the original film with the mother from the first one. I don't remember Exorcist 2 and 3 that well. I mean, 3 I've seen more recently. The second one I haven't seen in a long time. I can't remember if Reagan's character dies or not, because clearly mother is talking to this young kid, Angela, and you know, there's the demon recognizes her, but then calls her mother. So I don't know if that's like Reagan's in with the demon, like back in hell or whatever, or I can't remember what happened. Reagan, you might have to remind me for those that have been a little more refreshed on the sequels and stuff. I know Reagan was in the second one. Don't think she was in the third one. And then I saw The Exorcist beginning, like back when it got released, and that was actually pretty decent. I actually enjoyed that more than probably some other people, but I don't think it had much connection to the other movies that much, but other than just by name. But yeah, this looks interesting. It did happen exactly what I talked about though. You see how some of the scenes are being shot in the dark versus like the girl walking into church. Well, I didn't find that scene shocking or scary. And I think that's where some of the disconnect is with some of these directors that are doing this is that they think that, oh yeah, you got a girl with blood on her walking into a church with, church going on, that's somehow going to be like a scary moment. It's really not. There's nothing scary about that whatsoever. So I don't know how you would. I know that it was there for a purpose in the story. So whenever it gets released, we'll figure out why she's doing that, obviously. But I didn't really see some of the scenes were too light. Like it's like if you're going to pull off a possession film, in fact, I'll resort back to the beginning with the fourth film. Uh, the usage of light and dark is perfect in that. Like that cavern scene towards the end, Exorcist beginning, fucking terrifying, dude. That's what you want. That's the feeling that you want to invoke with an Exorcist film, which calls back to the original. Like that, just you had the girl just in the house the entire time, and it was fucking scary as fuck. So I do see some intriguing parts of this that look interesting. I'm not sure again on the double possession part of it. We'll see how that plays out. I don't know if I'm going to rush out to see this. If it gets released on Max or something, I'll definitely watch it and then review it. But yeah, it's a tall order, man. You're doing a direct sequel too, so that's going to be tough. But he was smart enough to get the mother from the first one, the actress who played the mother of Reagan in the first one, to come back. And I like that. So at least you're staying on target there with that. All right. Well, let me know your thoughts. What have you seen this trailer? Have you looked it over? What do you think? What are your feelings on how this is going to be? And just drop some comments. Let me know. I'm curious what your thoughts are on all this. But thanks all. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time on the Metal Tavern Radio Podcast.